Hello everyone, my name is Duncan. Today we'll be taking a look at the newly released Sker Ritual. Sker Ritual is a round-based survival horror game. If you're a fan of the Call of Duty Zombies, you'll most definitely enjoy this game as well. You can either play this solo or up with 4 people, and as of its launch there is one map you can choose from, which is Cursed Lands of Levernock. Over the next couple of months, we'll be getting more episodes. Each episode comes with a new map, new bosses, enemies, special abilities, which are called miracles in this game, and many more items. On this main menu, this button right here probably scared a lot of people, the Scare Pass. Now I have good news for the people that were scared of this. This is a completely free battle pass, no need to pay for it. I only completed like 2 matches and I already got up to 17, so it's not even that hard to complete all of these. But this is how you're going to get more cosmetics, more voice lines, and plenty of other things. And there is a full customization for your mask, the player icons, backgrounds even. Some of them look pretty cool. This one looks really hella bright if you're used to the darkness of the rest. You can even change the menu music, which is quite surprising. But without further ado, let's check out the game itself. So as I said before, this is a round-based survival shooter. So after killing zombies, you have a chance of getting different perks. One of them is this one, which is half price. Half price counts for everything, from the perks on the wall to the weapons to the mystery lucky dog. If you want to get a new weapon, you can either get it from Lucky, which gives you a random item, which is only 900 coins, without half price of course. However, you can also go to the Laughing Policeman, and he will sell you any gun they have in the game. Now some of you may have noticed this contraption here. When you die, or when a friend of yours dies, this is where you can revive them. You need a revive token for this. Revive tokens do scale with the amount of times you bought them, so it's not like you can infinitely buy them. The next one is only 5,000 already. There's a couple perks in the game that you can buy off the walls. And this one is Swift Death, which increases fire rate. There's also one for faster sprinting, more health, etc, etc. You can regenerate health in this game in 2 ways. One of them is just by natural means. You walk away for a second and your health will go back. The other way, however, is a lot simpler, but as you can see on the right side of the screen, we have a bottle. We drink this and we'll get healed. It is on a cooldown, which is pretty neat. Same as the grenades, they are also on a cooldown. But here comes the special thing. Every 2 rounds, you get a miracle coin. A miracle coin is used to upgrade your items. So for example, if I want to have fire bullets, we can get fire bullets. So every 5-ish rounds, this guy will spawn. He kind of interrupted me there. At the start, he's pretty tough, but he doesn't seem to be scaling with the rounds, unlike the zombies. So these miracle coins, as you guys can see, you get them for your gun, your grenades, your healing flask, the knife, and as well as a special ability. We press the button and boom, whatever special ability we chose will activate. And for each zombie we kill, we get a bit of percentage back and we can slowly get a new ability going. So now that we have all the basic explanation out of the way of how the game functions and all the systems it has, we can actually take a look at the objectives this game has. By following the objectives given to you on screen, you will eventually unlock a final boss fight and complete the level. For this first one was pretty easy. We have to get to this town and basically follow all these pipes or electrical cables and just destroy these generators. Or these power generators are always in the same location, making it pretty fast to complete the objectives. The map itself is also pretty unique. There's lots of different areas and they all look like they're supposed to be there, but they also look very different from each other in the same way. As a quick side note, for the people that like collecting, there are these dolls you can find. There's 15 on the map, so good luck hunting. And if you found all of them, let me know where they are, because I haven't found them all. So we made it to the central area. Got half price. Half price also works on this, the supercharger. The supercharger can be used a couple times on the same weapon. And as the name suggests, it will supercharge your weapon, making it deal a lot more damage. But now that we have gotten to this middle room, the objective now is not as linear anymore. We can get to 4 cylinders any way we like. I usually like to get them in mainly the same order. I always start off by opening the barbecue. As a neat little side note, Another little detail about all these enemies is if you get close to them, they actually do a melee attacks. And even a lot of the basic enemies, they all have different attack patterns and attack styles as well. Some will attack with a hatchet and some will attack with their fists, for example. Once you have chosen a path to do a cylinder, however, you will need to complete that specific cylinder before you can move on to the next. The neat thing about these objectives as well is they all seem to be rather unique from each other. We now have to use the Thunderbolt, which is a new weapon we just unlocked. And there's a couple scarecrows in here that have glowy hands, and we have to basically shoot those. One annoyance with this part of the mission is they seem to have given this Thunderbolt just not enough damage for it to open up one of these cages in one shot. Which is really annoying. The only criticism I would give this game, the way the miracle system works. Like, you get a couple seconds after each round, of course. But basically you need to... There's quite a bit of text involved, right? For this next one, we have to find these 4 statues that are in the courtyard. Basically just have to run around, follow the sound, and shoot them when they're lit up. Alright, so next up we need to crack the code. On the side of this little cage here, there's 4 symbols. All we gotta do is we gotta look at the symbol. This one is a wolf. And he just got murdered. So which one is the wolf? So basically the statue has to face the direction that the picture was on. So now that we have cracked the code, the little lamb that's inside of the cage is now free. And we can get him towards the church. Alright, little lamb. Let's go. Okay, maybe I have 2 criticisms about this game. One is the reading. Although I guess with this criticism that I was gonna have about the zombies just taking forever, you have enough time to read all the descriptions, I suppose. To get this final cylinder done, to get across real quick, then go all the way out to the courtyard again, to acquire a lantern to go all the way back again. Don't know why they made it so far, because it's basically the other side of the map. But I guess the story itself is pretty short, so they probably had to find ways to extend it. Speaking on map design though, in my personal opinion, I think the map has a perfect balance between these small corridors that could feel really claustrophobic to run around in with zombies, as well as good open spaces that train the zombies for those who want to go for the high rounds. So now that we have the lantern, if we go back to the area that has a furnished house look, some of these paintings, like this one, have a special symbol on them that you can only see with the lantern, as well as they have a number below them. So this is number 3, and then you just have to fill them in here, and there we go. Opens up, and there's another cylinder, the final one as well. With all the cylinders in hand, place them all on the pedestal. And now we're getting one of our final missions, which is to get everything in position to open up the final door. So I guess the neat thing with this one is the round just started, because we're going to have to move this a little bit. And then it's going to be out of juice and need some soul essence, which we can get by killing the silent ones. Alright, with that machine in place, now if we stand in the middle platform here, the door will open up. So all I have to do now is shoot the red glowy parts, or knife him, I guess. Although it doesn't seem to be working, so never mind. They can close as well, so you can have to run in between all of them. And after that happens, some of the doors will open, which have this symbol above them. And as you can see, our current objective is defeat Abraham, which is the final boss. Now he's not that tough, sadly, but he has some interesting moves. One of them, he puts down landmines. The other, the floor here, will actually heat up and become quite dangerous. He is running like mad, apparently. I've never seen him do that, though. He can pull you towards him, so watch out for that as well. And he can also jump towards you. He doesn't seem to be bothered by me trying to kill him right now. I think we glitched him, which is a very fitting end to this preview, I suppose. Abraham. Hello? Well, I said the fight wasn't that hard, and well, it isn't. It isn't supposed to be this easy. Well, I guess this is a good chance to show that headshots deal critical damage to compare to body shots. And there he goes. And we toss him away. Right, well, all we have to do, open up the exit. And there we go, we beat the game. So the difficulty will scale with the amount of players you have, so it was pretty easy for me. And then when you have 2 players, the zombies get more health. I assume they also deal more damage, and so forth and so forth if you have 3 and 4 players. Now, of course, you also have more people, so there is that as well. It will get easier because of that. My final thoughts on the game is it is pretty fun. It is kind of sad that there's only one level right now, but the level is rather huge, and there's some interesting stuff to be doing. I cannot wait for the other 3 levels to be unlocked. They look pretty good. And that is what Sker Ritual has to offer if you get it. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye everyone.